Hey guys, Dev here, and today I'm going to show you how I created a voice agent with Retell AI in about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Took me longer to write the script, but that's not the point. It's very, very quick to make the AI, so I'll show it to you today. I just want to show you a quick little demo. To get this started, I created a script. First I just wrote out a script of a conversation. And then later I came in and I structured it by saying, in step one, I'm going to greet, then I'm going to get the caller's name, then their address. And then I'm also indicating that I want the AI to write this information into a record so that at the end of the call, that record can be sent over to us as like a web lead. Everything's been completed and it's gathered all this information. But it's way more than just a web lead because we're going to ask all the qualifying questions in this conversation, like what's the condition, property type, are you the owner, is it listed, a bunch of things like that. So that is the starting point. Was I created a script. I then went into Chat GPT and I said, hey, I made a script. What could I do with this to make a voice agent? And by the way, I have a developer involved in this, and he's already been doing things with Retell AI, so I kind of already knew this, but I'm kind of letting ChatGPT guide me a little bit, tell me what it suggests, and it suggests things like using Twilio, which we use, and OpenAI, the API, and that very well may be what we build these agents on in the future. But for right now, it said there's some pretty simple to use platforms like Vappy and Retell AI. And so that our developer had already worked with Retell AI, so we were looking at that. The one thing I wanted to just show you real quick is this ChatGPT proceeded to say, here's how I would format your script for the AI. And it created, an agent, conversation policies. And you can see like there's a bunch of settings that you can provide to the AI to give it parameters for how you want it to behave. And so, look, I don't know what to do with any of that. That's stuff the developer will work on. But you can see it even created functions like create the lead, schedule a meeting, warm call transfer, and things like that that can be used within the script. So from there, I went to Retell AI and created an account, and I created a multi-prompt agent. So if you go up here and say create an agent, one of your options is multi-prompt. There's others that are more conversational and open, but if you're trying to collect some information, do it very efficiently, the multi-prompt seems to work very well. Now, here's what I'm going to show you. All I've done so far, no developer involvement yet, just me as a user. I came in here and I just dropped that script into Retell and said, do something. Well, I didn't say anything. I just dropped the script in there and I came over here and I hit test. This kind of blows my mind. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys so you could see this. I would tell you a couple of things. It doesn't say webuyhouses.com correctly. I can easily train it on that and get it to do that correctly. So I'm not too worried about that. It does like a lot of, it says everything back to confirm, to confirm, to confirm. That's an option whether you do that. And so you'll see that some of the behavior, we'll be able to actually make it even work better than this. But this is just put the script in, hit the test. Hey, how you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm Angie, your digital assistant here at How Can I Help You Today? Are you interested in selling a property?
Yes.
Great. I'd be happy to help you with that. Who am I speaking with today?
My name is Dev.
Nice to meet you, Dev. What's the address of the property you wish to sell?
800 Chestnut Drive, Arlington, Texas, 76012.
Thank you, Dev. I have the address as 800 Chestnut Drive, Arlington, Texas 76012. Is that correct? If not, please let me know the correct address.
That's
Next, may I
correct.
verify? Awesome. Thank you for confirming. I have a few questions about the property, but first, may I verify your phone number? Is it the number you're calling from right now?
Yes, it is.
Great. Thank you. I've got your phone number noted. And what's a good email address for you, Dev?
Dev at webuyhouses.com.
Thank you. Just to confirm, your email address is dev@weebyhouses.com. Is that correct? If not, please let me know the correct email address.
That's correct.
Next, what kind of... Perfect. Thank you for confirming. Now, what kind of property is it? Single family home, condo, mobile home, or something else?
Single family home.
Thank you. Now let's talk about the current condition of the property. On a scale from 1 to 5, T, where 1 is perfect, 3 is average, needs some work, and 5 means it needs a lot of work, what number would you give it?
I'd give it a 3.
Thank you for letting me know, Dev. I have noted the property condition is a 3, average, needs some work. How quickly do you want to sell the property? Are you in a hurry, or is there a specific time frame you have in mind?
I'd like to sell in the next 3 to 4 months.
Got it. You'd like to sell in the next 3 to 4 months. Thank you. How much do you hope to get for the property?
I'd like to get 380,000.
Thank you, Dev. I've noted that you're hoping to get $380,000 for the property. Is the property currently listed on the market?
No, it is not listed right now.
Thank you for clarifying, Dev. I've noted that the property is not currently listed on the market. Is the property occupied or vacant? If it's occupied, is it by you, the owner, a tenant, or a family member?
It's occupied with a tenant.
Thank you for letting me know. I've noted that the property is currently occupied by a tenant. Are you the owner of the property? If not, are you a family member helping the owner, a real estate professional, or an executor?
I am helping the owner.
Thank you, Dev. I've noted that you are helping the owner with the sale. And last question, why is the owner selling the property? For example, relocating, downsizing, financial reasons, inherited property, etc.
It's for financial reasons. They just need the money.
Thank you for sharing that, Dev. I've noted that the reason for selling is financial, just need the money. That's all the questions I have for now. Thank you for answering everything. This information really helps us move the process forward quickly for you and the owner. I've sent your information over to our team, so you can expect to hear from us very soon to set up a time to see the property. Would you like me to try to get someone from our team on the phone with you right now? Or would you prefer to wait for a call back?
I'll just wait for the call back.
Perfect, Dev. Thank you for letting me know. We'll be in touch very soon to set up a time to see the property and discuss the next steps. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to reach out. Thank you again for your time and information. Have a great day.
Thanks, Angie.
You're very welcome, Dev. It was a pleasure assisting you. If you need anything else, just let us know. Have a wonderful day.
Gave me a little emoji there at the end. So honestly, I think I've done a few tests, and that one wasn't quite as good as some of the others. So there's a little variance every time you do it. But she added some clarifying things that I hadn't given it in the script. So it almost feels like it's learning, you guys. I don't know. But again, this I thought was a good early example of just how good the AI is if you just give it a script and then it can act in that role. And I think we'll be able to fine tune this to make it really great. I think ultimately these AI agents will provide at least as good, if not a better experience than trying to reach, say, a human that's like at a call center or a VA or somebody like that. Um, Ultimately, these are going to be very, very good. And as they integrate with other data sources, say, once I give it the address, we can hit through an API a data source and pull in everything you would ever want to know about the property, the homeowner, all that information within a second. And then the AI would have all this information just based on the property address to be able to speak to it. It won't need to ask you how many bedrooms or baths. It really doesn't even need to ask you if the property's listed because we can get that through the API, that information. So this is going to get very good, very interesting. I hope you enjoyed this little demo. It's just scratching the surface of what we're going to be able to do with voice agents. So I look forward to showing you the next evolution of this, and particularly once the developer starts to build it into a real solution. So talk to you guys soon. Take care.